Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, respected teachers and my dear colleagues. As you know, during summer break, many teachers decide to switch over to a new working place. And at the same time, there are many qualified people in our society who want to enter into the field of teaching. They have to go through the process of giving a demonstration to the administrative members at the time of hiring because it's a mandatory step followed by all the administrations in all the schools. Since I have had experience of teaching and taking demonstrations as a head of the English department since the last 20 years, so therefore I considered it my duty to share these tips to the benefit of all the teachers. I hope you would like it and appreciate it by sharing your comments in the comment box. So let's start with the first tip. What are the tips? But first of all, let's look at the two types of demonstrations which are usually taken in the institutions. Number one, there is a planned demo in which the teacher is foretold about the topic, about the subject, about the duration, and about the timings as well. Whereas there is also an unplanned demonstration where the teacher does not know and suddenly an administrative member might enter into the class and he or she might observe the teacher who is teaching up to a particular topic. So the tips which I am going to share are related to planned demonstration. So what are the tips and techniques that you should be planning when you have to perform a demo in front of the other administrative members? The first tip is, my dear colleagues, that you should have a very strong command on the subject and the topic assigned. When you know already that this is the topic that you have to teach, you should thoroughly prepare it and you should not have any hesitation. You should thoroughly prepare the topic and you should also remember to write the topic and date on the board in legible handwriting. The most important thing is legibility, because if the teacher's handwriting will be excessively cursive, obviously the students and the teachers who are sitting in the class will not be able to understand. So it is better to write in block letters as far as the topic is concerned, and it is better to avoid spelling mistakes. I have observed several teachers in hurry or in tension, they write the common spell, they write common words in misspelled form. So this is something that you have to keep very clearly in your mind, that you are well prepared regarding your topic and you have a very strong command on the subject for which you are applying. Because if the teacher himself has some weak areas, same weaknesses are going to be transferred onto the students. Therefore, be very particular about it. Now let's look at the second tip. You should know your audience and understand their needs and plan accordingly. Sometimes you are giving a demonstration in front of the students, and sometimes the administrative members or teachers sit in your class. At that time, I have seen the teachers getting more confused. As far as the students are concerned, when the administrative member is sitting in the class, they are more in control. But when the administrative member themselves take the demo in the form of a group, as you can see in this picture which I have shared, over there the teachers are sometimes more confused. And mostly they, at the end of the demo, they say that had it been a class of the students, they would have performed it better. But my dear teachers, you have to keep both the scenarios in your mind, that it might be a group of teachers, it might be a group of students. Accordingly, you have to address them. And if you want to treat the teachers as students, then you should clarify it at the beginning of the demo that I will be considering you as students. And at that time, the teachers might ask dodging questions from you, because this is also a common practice. It should not be done, but it is sometimes done. So for that moment, you have to be mentally prepared and remain calm and steadfast and grasp the attention of the audience at the very beginning by engaging them, by asking questions from them, and by showing your knowledge in an impressive way. That will be the best thing. So, my dear teachers, the next the third tip is, engage your audience very well through effective communication and also through eye contact. If you will be glancing at the board, if you will be having your back towards the audience, if you will be facing the multimedia slide repeatedly and not having eye contact with the teachers or with the students sitting in your class, and if your communication is, you can say, too hasty, what you are trying to deliver is too hasty a delivery, then obviously again it is going to be a confusion. So please have a strong communication and do have an eye contact with your students, with your audience. Have clear pronunciation. Your pronunciation, especially the key terms which you are going to use in your topic, you should have prepared and checked their pronunciations beforehand. And as far as the volume of your communication is concerned, it should be neither too low nor it should be too high. If it is a large class, you can request them to arrange for a mic beforehand. But if they don't facilitate you in that regard, at least have an audible communication with your audience so that they understand. Because you would have noticed that the people who take the administration, they deliberately sit right at the end of the class. Why do they sit right at the end of the class? Because they want to hear whether you are audible or not. So therefore keep this point very clearly in your mind. As far as the next tip is concerned, your dressing should be very formal. You would have seen male teachers sometimes wearing formal dress, and sometimes they even wear a tie. And if you are wearing joggers, if you are wearing a t-shirt with half sleeves, or sometimes the dress formal shirt is also having half sleeves, it does not create a positive impression. Sometimes the teacher's, you can say, head covering is such an informal one that mostly she is trying to arrange her hair or arrange her head covering throughout the class. Instead of concentrating on what she is communicating, she is busy with her appearance. So she is busy with her appearance. So this is something which is creating a negative impression. If the teacher is constantly busy with her appearance and not preparing the lecture, not performing the lecture appropriately. So please wear properly in a formal way when you are going for a demonstration. The tip number 6 is that it should be a student centered class. You should be constantly asking questions from the students. You should have prior knowledge from them regarding the topic which you are teaching. Then, building upon that prior knowledge, you should give your own knowledge to the students, but let it be a student centered class. Ask the students, especially the backbenchers or those students who seem to be shy, or those who students who seem to be embarrassed, those who don't communicate, try to engage them in your class. That will be the best teaching tip that you can follow in your demonstration. Tip number 7, be well prepared. In case of confusion, in case of a question that you are unable to understand, don't feel embarrassed. Don't start laughing. Don't start apologizing. Very, you can just make a commitment that I can clarify it. I can explain it in a better way in my next class. Or even if you apologize, it should be a humble apology. It should not be, you can say, a negative impression of your personality. So please be well prepared. But even if there is some unexpected question, you should not give wrong answer, because that creates doubly bad impression. Tip number 8 is that you have to show your skills. You don't have to tell about them, because showing and telling are two opposite things. If I keep telling you that I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I have done this, I have been this, I have been this, but my performance is not proving that, that will be a bad demonstration. I have to show my skills. I have to speak loudly. I have to avoid grammatical mistakes. I have to engage my audience. I have to be audible. I have to be on time. I have to respond to the students' queries in an interesting and mature way. So, this will be showing of my skills instead of just boasting about them. Tip number 9 is that obviously at this time, when multimedia facilities are available in majority of the classrooms, And the best teachers are those who have converted their data into the form of slides. So you should be using slides, you should be using videos or audio visual aids in your class to support your demo, even for the junior school students. Sometimes you can use this multimedia facility very easily, and it creates a very positive impression. Some subjects like science subjects, very beautiful presentations are available even online. You can take an idea from there and then you can make your own presentation. It should be original. It should not be wholesale copying. And the last tip, my dear audience, is that you should make an effective recap. That what you have tried to communicate, you should be giving a short recap. It should be effective. It should be precise. It should be within the time limit. It should be student centered. You can even ask the students, okay, let's revise what we have done. Let me ask you that what was the most important tip which I shared? What was the least important? And what was the chronological order of events that we discussed? So, this is how a proper recap will be very effective, and you must not stop talking by just without using any proper salutations or proper closing words or some valedictions. You should pay thanks to the audience for being attentive, because this is one of the rules of making a speech or making a lecture, that you wind it up properly, just as I am going to wind up my video by saying thanks to you and by requesting you to keep subscribing the channel, keep sharing the videos which you like with your loved ones, with your friends, with your students, so that more students can benefit. And any idea which is in your mind regarding the new topics, please ask freely. Inshallah, as per my capacity, I will be serving my community. Best of luck. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.